You have been trained to explain yourself your whole life, to justify your choices, to defend your silence, to prove your worth to people who were never really asking. And that habit, that compulsive need to make others understand you, is slowly destroying your power. Carl Jung spent decades studying the human psyche, and one of the darkest truths he uncovered was this: the moment you start explaining yourself to someone who has already decided who you are, you have already lost. Not the argument, not the debate. You have lost yourself. Think about the last time you felt misunderstood. What did you do? You explained. You went back. You clarified. You softened your words, rearranged your truth, maybe even apologized for something you never should have apologized for. And after all of that, did they understand you? Or did you just feel smaller? Here is what no one tells you. Explaining yourself is not a sign of honesty. It is a sign of fear. Fear that if people see you as you actually are, without the justification, without the footnotes, they will leave. They will judge. They will not love you. And so you talk. You over-explain. You defend. You perform. And slowly, without realizing it, you hand your identity to other people and let them decide what to do with it. Jung called this the persona, the mask we wear to make ourselves acceptable to the world. The problem is not the mask. Every human wears one. The problem is when you forget you are wearing it. When you start believing that the version of you that needs to be explained, defended, and validated is actually you. It is not. It never was. The people who have truly found themselves, who carry themselves with a quiet, unshakable dignity, they do not explain. Not because they are cold, not because they do not care, but because they understand something most people never will. Your truth does not require permission. Your choices do not require a courtroom, and your life does not require a jury of people who were never qualified to judge it. There is something that happens inside a person when they stop explaining. Something shifts. A kind of power returns. Not the loud, aggressive kind. Something deeper. The power of a person who knows who they are and no longer needs anyone else to confirm it. Jung called this individuation, the process of becoming fully yourself. Not the self that others approved of, but the self that exists beneath all the noise, beneath all the performance, beneath all the desperate need to be understood. And here is the brutal part. Most of the people you explain yourself to the most are not confused about you. They have already decided. The explanation is not for them. It is for you. It is a way of avoiding the terrifying reality that some people will never understand you, and that is completely fine. Not everyone is meant to. Not everyone deserves to. Silence, real intentional silence, is not weakness. It is one of the most powerful things a human being can choose. When you stop explaining, people cannot use your words against you. They cannot twist your reasoning. They cannot hold your vulnerability like a weapon. You become, in the truest sense, unreadable. And the unreadable person holds all the power in the room. Jung also warned us about something he called the shadow. The dark, rejected parts of ourselves we hide because we fear the reaction of others. And what do we do with the shadow? We explain it away. We apologize for it. We perform goodness over it. But what we never do is face it. Because facing it would mean admitting that we are complex, contradictory, and impossible to fully justify. And that is terrifying. Until you realize it is also deeply, profoundly human. You do not owe anyone your complexity. You do not owe them the full map of your mind. Some people are not in your life to understand you. Some are there to challenge you. Some are there to teach you. And some are simply there to remind you of how much of yourself you have been giving away for free to people who never asked for it and never deserved it. Stop. Just stop. Stop explaining why you changed. Stop defending who you are becoming. Stop apologizing for the parts of you that make small people uncomfortable. The right people will not need the explanation. They will see you, and the wrong ones will not believe you, no matter how many words you use. Carl Jung once said that the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. And that is the real reason we explain. Because full self-acceptance means standing in who you are without the safety net of other people's approval. It means being seen and not flinching. It means saying, "This is who I am," and walking away from anyone who demands a reason. Your silence is not absence, it is presence. Your mystery is not confusion, it is power. And your refusal to explain is not arrogance. It is the quiet, hard-won truth of someone who finally stopped looking for themselves in the eyes of other people. Know yourself, keep yourself, explain yourself to no one.